Hello everybody, welcome to the update, and I would like to follow up on my last video that aged up reasonably well. And I did talk to you that 7,240. I did use the figure 7,240. I even titled the video as such, and I released the video before we reached that. Okay, so I released the video around this part, I think, and I was basically telling you how bullish I am and how I am buying calls, which is the case. The only thing I'm not sure about is whether I have good expiry date, but that's another conversation. I would like to just update you on my view on the markets. So 7,240 was hit, and it was basically it was actually precise, right? So this is like as good as it's gonna get when you make a call. So where I believe we are, I think that we are in the process of the topping for the S&P 500 before some kind of a correction. The topping process starts with a 5% shallow correction. We've already had 5%, but the problem is that we only went one leg, and I have noticed that every single time in the past, we've done it in two legs. So down, up, down. We've only done down. Now we are going up because today we have a fireworks day. So another probable leg down is likely this month. I'm not sure if we are going to undercut that or no. I would even say that maybe no. That we will not go lower than 7,240. But if we do go lower, then it's going to be just a marginal undercut. So forget about 7,100, 7,000. Don't. In my opinion, this is not happening. So what happens once this shallow correction plays out fully, which I don't still believe that it has played out fully, but what happens once it plays out fully is that the market goes to new all-time high. We've done it here, we've done it here, we've done it in 2021, we've done it basically here, we've done it basically here. So the market comes back to new all-time highs and holds. So comes back to new all-time highs and holds. Comes back to new all-time highs and holds. And how long is the hold? Around a month. But of course it depends, but comes back to all-time highs and holds. This was over a month, so even over a month. But also I'm registering that I've noticed that everything is playing out faster this time, because even this first leg down, that's like the fastest we've ever been. Like this first 5% correction took 7 days, and usually like the first leg down, here it took 9 days. Here it took, let me see, the first 14 days, but it's still faster. Like everything is playing out faster. So I think it's reasonable. Here it's 17 days. Here it's 11 days. So, but it's reasonable to expect that all the timing is going to be kind of tuned into things happening faster, as opposed to the things happening longer, right? So on the faster side, that's where we are. So long story concluded. So the conclusion, what do I see? Right now we're going to open up almost in the new all-time highs. I think we even won't go into the new all-time highs. I think there is a good chance that we won't go into the new all-time highs. And we will make another leg down in June. And then we come back to the new all-time highs in July. Then we hold. In July, we hold there. And then roughly in August, we should have some kind of a correction. So this correction that I have just projected, this is not exuberance. This is not, it's actually only quote unquote 15%, not even. It closes this gap here, okay? This is daily gap, this is not weekly gap, this is only daily, but it's massive. And it's not going to be 20%. You know, I guarantee you, and I told you this already, I guarantee you, as we will be correcting, and we will be approaching 15% correction, there will be almost nobody who will say this is the bottom. I guarantee you that people will be fixed on 20% correction. I guarantee you again. And I also think that it's quite likely that that's not gonna happen. I will myself buy fully at 15%. I will force myself to it. And I will, of course, I will be also updating you. But this is roughly the update and what I believe is happening with the S&P 500 as of today.